This tutorial will cover adding disclaimers to your inspections. Disclaimers are a way of putting additional information into the report for your client. It's a great place to have information on what you do and do not inspect, as well as general information about a section that can be valuable to your client. To add a disclaimer to a category, first select the category you'd like to add it to, and then press the disclaimer button. Once the disclaimer screen is open, all we have to do to add a disclaimer in is click in the large white box at the bottom and then type in the text. Let's go ahead and add in a short disclaimer, and for the text we'll have, "This is the disclaimer for the lots and grounds category." You are able to add in disclaimers that are much longer than this. In fact, if you wanted to have several pages worth of text in a disclaimer, you are able to do that. You're also able to have disclaimers in your common notes drop-down. So this way, if you have several different disclaimers you like to switch back and forth between, depending on the type of inspection you're doing, you're able to do that without having to retype it each time. See the tutorial on adding items to drop-downs for more information on how to do this. Well, we have our disclaimer typed in, and before we take a look at this in the printed report, let's go ahead and change the fonts. To do that, we'll select Change Fonts, and it brings up the font screen. We have quite a few different options here, but let's say that we want the font to be red, and we're going to make it italic. We'll make it a little bit larger than 9, and to make it really stand out from the rest of the report, instead of using Arial, we'll use Cambria. We'll hit close, and as you can see, our disclaimer looks much different than it did just a few seconds ago. Let's press OK and take a look how that looks in the printed report. We'll go up to File, Print Preview. Let's skip forward to the Lots and Grounds section and zoom in. As you can see, the disclaimer shows up right below the category header and above the inspection points for that category. The last thing we're going to do is take a look at how we can add in a default disclaimer. Let's go back to the disclaimer button in the Lots and Grounds category. We'll click on it and pull up our disclaimer. Let's say that we had this set up just how we wanted for this inspection and then all of our inspections moving forward. What we can do is we can make this our default disclaimer so that every time we start a new inspection with this template, this is already in here. To do that, simply press the Make Default Disclaimer button that's in the lower right corner. Now that we've pressed it, every time we start a new inspection with the same template, this language will already be in there. Let's press OK and start a new inspection to see how it works. We'll go up to File, New, and we're going to select the master template because that's the one we were just working with, and we'll hit OK. We'll now go into the Lots and Grounds category and select the disclaimer button, and as you can see, this is the disclaimer for the Lots and Grounds category. It's already in there. We already have the font selected we want, and it's ready to go. This concludes the Adding Disclaimers tutorial.